Welcome to LowKiThoPodcast. Thanks for tuning in. I appreciate you listening, wherever you're listening from, and whatever platform you chose to listen on. Thank you. So for tonight's episode, I want to start it off on a little bit of a somber note. I want to send my condolences and my prayers to the families of Mr. Joseph Rosenbaum and Mr. Anthony Huber, who lost their lives at the hands of an animal this weekend. Not a real animal, a human, domesticated, terrorist animal. And also I want to send my prayers to Mr. Gage Grosskritz. Now I apologize if I messed up your name, but my prayers are definitely with you, and I hope that you heal in a timely fashion and very well. Lastly, I want to send my thoughts and my prayers to the family of Mr. Jacob Blake. I know you have a lot going on right now, and unfortunately, it's a victim of 7 gunshots to your back at the hands of the police. You're caged to your bed like you're some type of criminal. My prayers are with you. My prayers are with your family, especially your boys. Now, in terms of low-key though, so this is my first episode, y'all. We finally here. Alright, so this episode is going to be all about getting to know me. Me who? Kiki, that's right. I want you guys to know who I am, where I'm from, all about me. So I'll start off with a little bit of my background, where I came from, my parents, so on and so forth. And then I'll get out of all the boring stuff and we'll do a little Q&A. Of course, it's not going to be like a live Q&A because it's recorded and I'm in my office by myself. But anyways, I'm going to throw in a little tune so it's not so silent in the background and tell you guys a little bit about myself. So my name is Kiki Smith. My real name is Shakira. I was born in Alabama. I was raised a little bit of everywhere, but I always tell people I was raised in Texas because as a child of a military man, I moved a lot in my life, all over the country and all over the world. So I spent the bulk of my years in Texas, so that's where I tell people I'm from. If you're a military kid, you understand. I'm back in Texas now. I lived in Alabama for a while. I went in the Navy, graduated from college, just all the typical regular stuff. I'm the oldest child of 2. My sister's 12 years younger than me, so my parents got really bored and decided that I should have a sister after I was pretty much grown. And my parents are great. Shout out to them. I'm married. My wife is beautiful, and I love her. Love you, girl. And I have a dog. His name is Jackson, and don't be surprised if you hear him in the background of one or any of my podcast episodes. It's some stuff you can edit out, but a barking, crazy, half Chihuahua, half Dachshund, you cannot. So that's a little bit about me. Of course, as we spend some more time together, you guys will learn more about me. You'll learn probably everything about me, probably more than people that have known me for a long time will know about me. I'm pretty much an open book. I don't hide much. I don't keep much under wraps. If you're my friend on Facebook, then you know that. I probably overshare, but sorry, whatevs. My favorite social media platform is Facebook, so bear with me as I'm getting my feet under me with this whole Instagram and Twitter thing. I was on Twitter before Twitter was real popular. And then I got off, and I was on it really, really heavy for like 2 years, and then I just got off of it, and now I'm like kind of scared of it, but it's whatever, we'll figure it out. At any rate, I told y'all we're gonna do kind of a question and answer situation, so I actually pulled some questions off the internet that you can ask when getting to know someone. So here's a pro tip. Write these questions down if you're like getting to know somebody or maybe trying to do the quarantine dating thing, because a lot of these questions are questions you would probably ask somebody you're trying to get to know maybe on an intimate level. So I'm going to pull random questions out of this bucket. I'm going to answer them for you, and hopefully that lets you know a little bit about who I am, the way I think, just whatever, anything about me or everything about me. Probably not in this 10, 15 minute episode. You're not going to learn everything about me. But stick with me. You'll learn a lot. First question. Who's your hero? So this is a tough question for me because I don't really place people as heroes in my life. But somebody who I think is heroic I would say is Colin Kaepernick. I mean, he speaks for himself. I don't need to tell y'all anything about him. Back in the bucket. What motivates you to work hard? So this question, I'll answer two ways. So one thing that motivates me to work hard is my own personal drive and goals. The second thing that motivates me to work hard in terms of my career is my love for like shopping. So I shop a lot, and I love clothes, and I love shoes, and almost anything you can imagine. Belts, wallets, hats. Like, my thing is probably shoes, but you can't really tell when you look at my closet. It looks like everything is my thing. Where's the next place on your travel bucket list and why? I would say the next place on my travel bucket list, realistically, is probably LA. I've never been to LA as an adult. I went as a kid, I think. I have an aunt that lives in California, and I know my parents and I have gone out there to visit, and I used to live in California. So I'm pretty sure I've been to LA as a kid, but not as an adult. And I feel like LA has way more to offer to me as an adult than it did when I was like 8. Who knows you the best? I would say probably my wife, Whitley, knows me the best because she's grown with me over the last 5 years. I think a lot of my friends, like my close friends that I went to college with, shout out to them, they knew who I was as a young kid, basically, in college, and like they're still my best friends now, but in terms of them actually knowing me today, I think that's a little far removed. We don't talk a lot. I'm not, for the record, I'm not a good friend, but I'm a dependable friend. You can't call me every day because I'm not going to answer, but you can call me if you need me. So if you're calling me, I know you need me and I'm going to answer. That's probably terrible, but I mean, that's who I am. Who would you want to play you in a movie of your life, and what would be the title? So, for the record, I wrote these questions down, but I gave them zero thought. I was literally just writing questions off of this website and like not shredding them, but shredding the paper and balling it up and throwing it in this bucket. So, bear with me as I kind of think some of these answers through. But I would say probably Keke Palmer, but not Keke Palmer in that movie Pimpin' or whatever she did. Not that Keke Palmer. Probably like GMA. Maybe it's not GMA. Whatever her, Michael Strahan and Sarah, whatever that show is. She embodies my energy and like a lot of my vibe kind of on a daily basis. I'm a little bit probably more chill than her, but I just feel like she could nail it. And the title would probably be something along the lines of like, looks mean nothing, or something like that. Because the way I look and my personality and who I am on the inside is very different. If you could share a meal with any 4 individuals, who would they be, and what would be the topic of conversation? Wow, that's a tough one. Any 4 individuals? I'm going to pick 4 people that it is completely impossible for me to have a conversation with, because I feel like if these people are still living, there's a chance that at some point in my life I can maybe have dinner and a conversation with them. So I'm going to pick somebody, like 4 people that it would not be possible. So 2 of them would be my grandmothers. Both of them have passed. I actually have no living grandparents. But I think my grandmothers could probably answer a lot of questions for me, especially my dad's mom. She passed away when I was 7. So, and I had been living in Germany for like 3 years when she passed away. So, I didn't really have a relationship with her. So I would like to ask her some questions about like just raising her kids, and because all my aunts and my dad, they're all very different. So I'm just interested in Like, what was going on in that household? So, and my mom's mom, she passed away 3 years ago. Well, no, 4 years ago, 2016. And I just miss her a lot. I was really close with her, so I just want to know, like, what's heaven like? Like, just talk to me. Tell me what's going on. And I would also like to tell her about some things that are going on in my life or have gone on in my life. The other two people would be Malcolm X. I want to know how he would handle the world today. And then, and like the state of the world today, if y'all know what I mean. And lastly would probably be, man, it's a tough one. Probably Muhammad Ali, because I feel like he would be able to add a lot of insight, like before he got sick and like, you know, lost his ability to be to communicate and things like that. But I would like to know his thought process on some of the things that are going on today, especially with the sports world and how they're handling the whole racial injustice thing. So I think he would add a lot of good points to it. So those are my 4 people. I broke it down like 4 different conversations and 4 different dinners, but I mean, answer it how you want to answer it. How old were you when you had your first celeb crush, and who was it? So my first celeb crush, I don't remember exactly how old I was, but I know I was like a kid, probably in middle school. And it was Romeo from Immature. I thought he was so fine. He established my attraction to light-skinned men with with nice eyes. He just was everything to me. And his hair was so pretty. He had the bob for a minute, the little mushroom bob, like all the other people in Immature, the other guys in Immature. But whatever, we're gonna move on. Whatever, we're just gonna move on. What would you do if you won the lottery for $500 million? After I wake up, because I've passed out. And I'm assuming this is before tax, so probably gonna walk away with a smooth like $250, which is still plenty of money, probably more money than most of us will see in our lifetime, realistically. But I would settle any and all of my parents' debt, and make sure that they are straight for the rest of their life, and can just do whatever it is that they want to do for the rest of their life. I would probably give, and I know this sounds crazy, and a lot of people wouldn't do this. A lot of people would be like, I ain't telling my family nothing. But I would probably give everyone in my family a lump sum. Like $250 million is a lot of money. So I could give everyone in my family, on both sides of my family, and I ain't talking about extended cousins that's gonna come out the woodworks. I'm talking about the people I grew up with. I knew my parents, took me around, and I, know these people. But I would probably give them all a lump sum, like $30,000 or something like that. Maybe 50, 100. I don't know what the math would be, but I would give them all a lump sum, and I would let them know this is your lump sum, and there's literally no more coming after this. Your Christmas gifts will not even be money. Your Christmas gifts will be actual Christmas gifts, because I'm not going to be at ATM. But I think everyone would have to appreciate that, because I at least broke you off a little something before I, cut you off. I would give to a charity, a big donation to a charity. Give to a couple of HBCUs, as many as I could, and probably buy a house overseas somewhere. Not sure where, but I would get the hell out of the USA. That's for sure. And then just coast for the rest of my life. Invest my money, probably start some businesses, invest in some stuff, some kids out there or something that's got some great ideas, and just let my money make money. $250 million is a lot, so I know it sounds like I'm gonna try to do a lot, but that's a whole bunch of money. Aside from necessities, what one thing could you not go a day without? Human interaction. I am a glutton for people. That sounds weird. I literally love people so much. I'm a people person. I love to be around people. I love talking to people. So some type of human interaction, I need that in my life every single day. Whether it's from the people in my house or whether it's from people that I don't know, right? I need some kind of human interaction every single day. I'm going to answer 3 more questions, then I'm going to get out of here. What did you want to be when you were younger? I wanted to be a lawyer. That, if you know me, you're probably wondering why I'm not a lawyer. I'm a Facebook lawyer, for the record. What is your biggest fear? My biggest carnal fear is amphibians and reptiles. So I'm absolutely petrified of frogs, lizards, snakes, just alligators, crocodiles, like anything that is in the reptilian or amphibian family. I mean, deathly terrified. Which sucks because I live in Texas now. We have lizards. My other true fear, is the fear of the unknown. So I am a little bit nervous about my future all the time. There's like a little one nerve that's like always thinking about my future. So a little bit fear of the unknown. And I know parts of that you can control, but parts of it you can't. So that's it. What grosses you out more than anything? Buffets. I do not like buffets. They completely gross me out. Buffets and movie theaters, but I will just, for the sake of time, stick to buffets. Buffets completely gross me out. I think that they are disgusting. I think that people get lots of diseases from them, and there may be no truth to what I'm saying, but in my mind, it's what it is, and so that's how I feel. And buffets are disgusting, and if you're eating at a buffet, you should stop. Put your fork down. Leave. All right, last question. What activity instantly calms you? Believe it or not, ironing. I actually really like to iron. I am at peace when I'm ironing. My thoughts are just cleared when I'm ironing. It is the most peaceful place for me, and space for me. I really enjoy ironing. So not that I necessarily, if I'm upset or anxious or something, I go and iron. But if I'm feeling any anxious or nervous energy or anything like that, and I'm ironing, it calms it. So that's how I would answer that question. If you're asking what would I do to calm myself, like what actual activity do I go out and do to calm myself? Honestly, probably scrolling on my phone. Like, if I'm in my phone, I'm actually not paying attention to anything but what's going on in my phone. So, yeah, frustrates the hell out of my wife. So, this is LowKi Tho, first episode, aka mini-sode. I just wanted to tell y'all a little bit about me. Get your ears used to my annoying voice, and I hope that you guys enjoy it. I hope that you share, like, subscribe, hit all the buttons here and there and everywhere, all wherever the buttons are, depending on what platform that you're using. So don't forget, follow us at LowKi Tho on every social media platform except for Instagram, where it is at LowKiThoPodcast. And LowKi Tho is LowKiTho. So I hope you guys have a fantastic rest of your week. Stay safe, stay safe, stay safe. And I'm not just talking about COVID. Peace.